What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Drake, I have a question. Is God mad at you? Y'all, I'm not joking. Do you know that the embassy is flooded right now? I kid you not. I'll put the video up here. The embassy is flooded right now. And baby, they are making corny jokes talking about this better be espresso martini. Ugh. You are literally having the four plagues descend on your mansion. We got flooding. Is Locust going to be next? Is God mad at Drake? They letting him know you ain't like us, and they are literally being smited. Y'all, if that wasn't enough, do you know that the creator of Fortnite, the most popular video game in the world, the most popular video game in the last decade, has now made a not like us video where K Dot is wop, 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 wop. It is based on it. People are saying that Kendrick is getting a bag from it. On top of that, Soulja Boy is clowning Drake. Shout out to Valerie Renee for sending this over. Soulja Boy is clowning Drake. Now, if you guys don't know, right? Um, if you guys don't know, this is the interesting thing. Soulja Boy always had issue with Drake because Soulja Boy said that when he came out with "Holler at My Swag," when he came out, they said that Drake stole Soulja Boy's whole swag. I believe that because Soulja Boy and Drake did really pop off at the same time. When Drake had that, because when Drake first came out, he had that song that was like, I just want to be successful. And it was just like, I remember like every guy was like jamming to it when they was on their grind. But Soulja Boy was really, really popping. Drake went, according to Soulja Boy, and stole his whole flow. Now I know what y'all saying. You can't steal someone's flow. Yeah, you did, but he did kind of morph into a Soulja Boy light. And that was his gateway, right? If you will, the gateway drug into him learning to glom on the people. Well, guess what? Soulja Boy did not forget, and he literally tweeted. What did he tweet to Drake? I want to read this exactly because it's actually very, very, very funny. He tweeted, that's what it is. He called out Drake, which he basically let Drake know that you've been pretending for all this time and don't nobody really like rock with you. And guess what? Nobody really likes you either. Ha 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 ha. Again, I know I figured out what it is with the Drake people, why they so mad. Because again, I've said it once and I've said it again. Drake, not fans, because you can like someone's music casually and be like, whatever. There's been a few bops Drake had. I never paid him that much mind. This Messiah that they trying to paint him to be, I said, it wasn't given that, but okay. Like it was a cute song, but wasn't nobody like, you know what I'm saying? But I see what it is. Drake literally symbolized that once you struggle, 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 and hustle, 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 and you get to the top of that pyramid, you are allowed to kick down as much as you want. And at the end of the day, this is what Drake stands, right? Are upset about. Because by Drake falling off, it lets you know you can have all the money in the world. You can have all the spots on Billboard, whether they bought or not. You can do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, nobody respects you. Nobody loves you. You are just popular. But popularity, we know in this day and age, it can be bought, it can be forged, it can be liked. Think about it. Oh my God, they getting the most plays on the radio. Okay, but is anybody listening to the radio? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. At one time, Drake was super huge, but he was just one of many. It's just like Kendrick. Kendrick won this beef with Drake, demolished him. I think even God joined in and he got the embassy flooded. But at the end of the day, there are other great rappers out here. Schoolboy Q, Ab Soul, gotta get Black Hippies, J Rock. I was about to say Black Rob. J Rock. The point of the matter is, I think that Drake's people are so upset because it shows you that even with all of that stuff, you still have to be a good person. You can't be grimy. You can't be talking to little kids. You can't be sleeping with your mentors' girlfriends and wives. You still have to be a respectable human being. And there's all these people that are standing for Drake, that grew up like Drake, that felt unloved, unprotected, just insert there. And once that happened, right? Once they got money, now they can take their rage and their fuel and everything out on everybody. And I think that one of the reasons they're so mad about the Kendrick stuff is because Kendrick is like, nah. And it's not even Kendrick, it's the culture. It's like, nah, you can't do that. You still got to be a pretty decent human being. Anyway, y'all, let's get into this tweet, right? Drake, Soldier Boy treated. You disappointed me, Drake. You know, Soldier Boy couldn't wait to say this. Doing all the weak ass songs with them ninjas. Look where it got you. None of them ninjas you collab with or took on tour had your back, Drake. Why didn't they? Because they are saying that Drake was horrible to work with. Drake looked like he was doing something. Yo, I'm gonna put you on. We gonna do this together. But he was just like the Borg, just assimilating, just taking stuff out. And the thing is, the Drake seems like one of those people that like kisses up but kicks down. You know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, the reason why Drake don't have anyone in his corner, okay, is not because It's because he's like Kendrick said, you are a horrible effing father, person, friend that should never say more life. That's the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, with Kendrick not like us, why did he have so many people in this video? Because besides Whitney, she was waiting to crip walk on Drake's proverbial grave, right? But all jokes aside, why was it not like us? Because Kendrick showed you can still be successful. You can be famous. You can be popular. And you can still be a pretty decent person. Not perfect, because ain't nobody perfect, but you can still be a pretty decent person. I think that's why nobody is rocking with Drake, because he's a horrible person. Because if he was really a genuine person that genuinely looked after his collaborators and friends and didn't do slimy, grimy stuff, because the people OB hoes, it seemed like they just on payroll, right? But if you really were that thing, there would be more people coming to your aid, not because you won the beef. I mean, come on, they can't lie about stuff, but they would be coming to your aid because at the end of the day, you're still a good person and you don't deserve this. The way everybody is standing back and watching his downfall, granted, he is crashing out Drake over and over and over again, but the way everybody's standing back and looking at his downfall, I mean, it is what it is, right? Again, they said all the dudes that Drake made music with, Ani said he's not even capping. All the dudes he makes music with, nobody even came out to support. Rick Ross even joined to hit him. It's crazy stuff, right? Again, another Drake fan, Danny Big Bragg, said, bro, I'm so surprised. Like the whole industry was looking for an avenue to hate on Drake. It's like these little kids don't get it. Do you understand that when somebody is genuinely a not perfect, but just nice, good person that doesn't move out of malice and pettiness and vindictiveness, it's almost impossible that everybody would abandon him. The fact that everybody's abandoned Drake and Drake is on his own, having chubs, taking Instagram pics and live streaming his mansion being flooded by what looked like doo-doo water. Oh no. Listen, it is what it is. Harold Post Mail said the one to blame is the rappers who Drake made famous but didn't back Drake up. The fact that these people really don't see that Drake needed these collabs. He needed those collabs. He didn't even put people from his own OVO sweatshop on. Anyway, they were too weak to stand up for Drake, no respect in the community that was built on respect. Yo, these Drake fans are crashing out. They are out of their names. They said that's not true. 21 Savage, well, Yachty, they said Little Wayne is not on that list. He was just singing Not Like Us, walking, they not like us, they not like us. He really was. Azalea Banks and Gilly got his back. Listen, they said I'm really disappointed in the Migos. The ninjas really just sat there and let this ninja Kendrick Lamar lie. You guys, listen, regardless of what it is, this is clown behavior, and Drake's people are never going to get it. Listen, they are never going to get it. Again, is God mad at Drake? something is going on in this water. Oh, let's talk about this video game really quick, okay? And then we can move on. Hold on. Where's this video game? I know Drake is upset right now. They even got a Fortnite video game. This video game is expected to break records, and people are actually really playing it. They're saying that Kendrick actually might have gotten some money from this. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us diss track has been turned into a video game by Fortnite designer Richard Branson. Woo! They said this was designed with love by Richard Branson, also made with chiptune soundtrack. Just a random brother. I was about to say he sounds like a brother who designed games for Bleacher Report and worked for Epic Games and a game designer on a little game called Fortnite. He said this game is a free love letter to video games and hip hop. If you want to support, show love to my Cash App and Venmo. His Venmo is $ Richie Richie Branson Branson. The main character, Sprite Arthur's Blue Carrot 16. Anyway, they give all this stuff and return to Tyler. Y'all, the dude that literally created Fortnite made a video game of a guy that looks like Kung Fu Kenny, a guy fighting a evil OVO owl. Yo, that predator moving flocks. Y'all, listen, Drake is having the worst, right? The worst year. And for people that said Kendrick's milking it, at the end of the day, let me just say this. You know how they're just like, oh yeah, everybody want to take a swing at the quick king. Y'all know that there were plenty of kings that were wise. They were the philosopher kings, much like you could say Kendrick is. They ruled with intelligence. They used cruelty like a scalpel where needed, and they used love like a hammer, right? But when they needed to be cruel, they were cruel, but only to the point of it being necessary. When they needed to be violent, they were violent, but only to the point necessary. Their default was love, understanding, compassion, growth, and fun. The fact that all Drake's people don't see that being a king and an asshole is not one and the same. And at the end of the day, they don't realize that. People wanted to take Drake down because he was a horrible effing person. And that's all I gotta say. Because, baby, at the end of the day, Kendrick ain't sitting there violating one. He ain't sitting there like Jay Prince threatening people. He ain't doing this and that. He's literally clowning the mess out of Drake. And actually, when you think about it, he only dropped 3 albums, a video, and that was it. We haven't really heard anything else from Kendrick. Okay. I know Drake's people are writing fan fiction, but at the end of the day, Kendrick ain't telling anybody they can't go up for Drake, right? But he is saying whoever is ain't like us. Listen, again, they talking about you still milking this. Listen, this is crazy. How Kendrick milking a Fortnite game? At the end of the day, it's not milking. People are still laughing about this. And if Drake will stop posting selfies in teenagers' beds with surrounded by stuffed animals look like, if he will stop acting stupid and just take his L and go do something with himself, this can all go over. But he won't. So I don't know when it's gonna let up. Also, we waiting for Kendrick's new music. But you know what? Let me shut up. Because last time Drake was like, drop, 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 and give me. Y'all saw what happened. Let me shut up before my little YouTube channel go away. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Lamar will be listening. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.